Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rachie and today we are playing on Achievement Hunters and this is episode 5 of our series, and today we got a lot of stuff done. As you can see behind me, we decorated the house and we also got our hands on some nice little achievements, so let's get right to it. So if you don't remember where I was in the last episode, I was pretty much changing the roof and floor of my house. So while I was digging this out, a zombie fell on top of me, and then once I killed it, another one fell on top of me, and another one, and an entire army was suddenly inside my house, which was crazy, and I knew why this happened. I had actually left the roof unlit, which was a terrible mistake, so I immediately went back up to the roof and I lit up everything because I didn't want to have another one of those accidents again. And then it was time to sort my chests. Well, not really sort my chest, but basically just move all my stuff from the old house into this new house. And apparently in this clip, I don't know how chests work, but don't worry, I eventually figured it out. Then the long process began of moving all of my items from my inventory to the new chests at the new house. And this took quite a while, but eventually I finished and it was time to take down my little shack that had lasted me for 4 whole episodes, and eventually it was all gone and I was kind of sad, but you know, it couldn't stay there because it was super ugly and I kind of hated it, but I kind of loved it because it was my beginning house, but I still kind of hated it. And then I went to the desert to collect some sand because my house really needed windows, and here I am placing trapdoors thinking that I can actually build in Minecraft, but of course it looked horrendous. But you know, I tried really hard, and I also placed my glass panes because you know, we didn't want any spiders or zombies to climb through the windows because that would have been really bad. And then I placed some random buttons around my house thinking that that would make it look nice and that I knew what I was doing, but clearly I had no clue what I was doing. And then I built a little fence for my horse Snow White because I didn't want to lose my horse, and in my old house I would just keep it inside the shack, but I didn't really want to keep my horse inside my house this time, so I just built a little fence to keep her inside. And then I replaced all these ugly torches with lanterns because let's be honest, who even decorates their houses with torches anymore? We all know that lanterns are way nicer looking and just way better in general. I made my waypoint that said home, and then I was ready for my next adventure, which was, for your information, collecting bees. Now here in this clip I am being a total fool and not knowing how bees work. So you can go ahead and laugh at me because I was so confused and I just ended up breaking absolutely everything. Yeah, that wasn't very smart. I should have done my research first. Oh well. Luckily I found another beehive not too farther away, and this time I was determined to do it correctly. So I went up to the beehive and I actually did what I was supposed to do. I used my glass bottle and I actually got the honey. So I got the achievement, Be Our Guest. And I was pretty happy about that. And then began the journey of taking the bees back over to my house, which this process took a very long time because I was a little bit far, but eventually I finally got them in my house. And they actually wouldn't fit through the door because they were being super dumb. So of course I had to help them, and here they are, coming back inside. Now I knew nothing about keeping bees, so I did what I saw Madison do once, and I just put a block of dirt with a flower on top of it, and that's what I called my beekeeping method. I also breeded a baby bee, which was absolutely adorable and I loved it so much. I then made some copper blocks because there was an achievement to put honey block on those copper blocks, but I didn't actually do that yet. Instead I made a beehive because I wanted to get more bee materials before I wasted all the ones I had, and then I broke the hive to place it in a new spot, and you know, silly old me didn't realize that that would anger the bees, so I was kicked out of my house shortly after. After a short little adventure, I came back home and there was honey in the beehive. So I took it out and of course I angered the bees again. So I had to spend some more time outside to rethink my life decisions because clearly I was the worst beekeeper that had ever existed. But I did, however, finally apply the honeycomb to the copper blocks. So that was another achievement for me. I also did the achievement of waxing off the copper block. So that was pretty easy. Then I began the journey to get the bullseye achievement. For those of you that don't know, the goal of this achievement is to get a bullseye from at least 30 blocks away. Now this took me a really long time. As you can see, I tried all sorts of different methods. I tried all kinds of distances, all kinds of heights. I kept shooting my bow and missing the target, and then I swear sometimes I got a bullseye and other times I knew I didn't, so maybe I just thought that I was bad. And I tried all different spots to shoot from. I spent so many arrows. Thankfully I have that skeleton spawner, but as you can see, I just kept trying different areas, trying different methods. I built so many freaking dirt pillars to build myself up to try and do this stupid achievement, but eventually I gave up because I was out of options, okay? I was about to break my third freaking bow before I was able to do this achievement after all. So I said, you know what? I am done with this stupid achievement, but I'm not giving up. So instead, I followed a YouTube tutorial which made a redstone contraption to finish this achievement. And you know what? It freaking worked. I was so happy to finally be done with this thing. I can't even begin to tell you. So I made some other achievements to, make up for lost time. Like I shot a crossbow, and I also did the best friends achievement. I don't even know what it's called, but you fight with an axolotl, and then you use a honey block to help break your fall, which I also had to look up for some reason because apparently I can't do any achievements. So that's gonna be all for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure, as always, leave a like, comment down below what you thought, as always, and subscribe to join the Bubbly family. And I will see you all in the next video.